Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Bucky Irving now to return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Mayfield comes out throwing. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Mayfield to throw again. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Handoff headed right, Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 23. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Let's go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They're going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Flushed out of the pocket. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to it. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. They go right back to Tracy. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 19. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. Ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Godwin, the man in motion left. First down, here's Baker. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're gonna mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
He's on the move. That's Evans making the catch outright. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Baker throwing again. Buying some time left. Into traffic, complete.
Let's go.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Here we go, it's Mayfield. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10, it's Mayfield. And they will score, it's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Set.
Here's Locke to the air. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play action on first down. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Locke. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
Throwing his lock. Escapes the pocket. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Locked down. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Rock to throw it. Getting out to his left. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set!
Locke looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Watch out!
Baker now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Mayfield to throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Mayfield set to pass. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He'll throw it. Completes this one to Otten. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing it again here. Got his target, it's Otten. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
33.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Right back to Irving now. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield now from the gun. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Working quickly here. Throwing, Baker. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a fourth quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
This is caught. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A handoff to Tracy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants needing 4 points. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Block. Vacates quickly left side. He can run it. Oh, he loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. It's Tracy on the carry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here he is to throw. Flush down out to his left. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. This is Tracy, and he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set.
Setting up to pass. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Third and just 2 to go.
Go.
Looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready.
One final shot here. Escapes out to the left. And they win it. They win it. It's a touchdown. No time left. In position for one last shot at it, Brock, and they come through in a moment that required absolute perfection. They were indeed perfect, and it wins them this game.
Yeah, and my eyes certainly are on that offense and the celebration, but I'm also looking at that defense, Kate, because that play is going to run through their mind over and over and over again tonight. Could not get the stop they needed. That one play to make them victors.
So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the